My name's Matt Partridge, and I have a day job in renewable energy, and in my spare time I'm treasurer of Nailsworth Climate Action Network. This project has got a very long history. It started actually at a party where I was introduced to a then school governor, and I very briefly mentioned that I'd noticed quite a lot of the school's roof was south-facing, solar panels were becoming cheaper and cheaper, and there might be the prospect of a solar roof at the school.
I'm Nick Moss. I'm the head teacher at Minchinhampton Academy. We were approached by one of our governors, and then very soon after that by Matt Partridge, proposing this as a possible project, and it's taken 5 years of solid perseverance to get to this point.
We put forward the idea of solar panels to the school initially because we saw it as a way of reducing the climate impact and carbon footprint, but also because there were very good prospects that they could save money as well.
We're very devoted to an eco-curriculum that we've recently created, and we can't teach that eco-curriculum with any integrity if we're not modelling sustainability as an institution.
So climate change is an enormous issue. Governments around the world have acknowledged that climate emergency, signed up to various targets to reduce emissions, but it's becoming increasingly clear we need to move much faster. And whilst renewable energy isn't the entire answer, it's a significant part of the answer.
So I'm Peter Boyt. I'm voluntary chair, I should say, of Gloucestershire Community Energy Cooperative, who have organised this project. Well, this is how a community energy cooperative works. The idea is that we identify a project for which a reasonably reliable costing can be performed and that can deliver valuable energy over a long period of time, and then we ask investors to subscribe a sum of money towards the cost of the project, and then we pay them 2.5% interest, and then over 25 years they get repaid, and at the end of that time the panels, the PV generation system is handed over to the school, and from thereafter they get their electricity for free. Up until that point we have to charge them a suitable rate in order to generate income to repay the investors. Projects like this help to address the climate emergency because the electricity generated from the solar panels on the school is completely carbon free. I mean, obviously a certain amount of carbon is used to make the panels in the first place, but that's declining all the time and is becoming a more and more insignificant factor. So effectively the panels are a source of carbon-free electricity, and that replaces electricity that would otherwise be generated in gas-fired power stations or even coal-fired power stations. You know, we occasionally have to use those in this country. So effectively those carbon emissions from those big power stations are no longer needed.
So I'm Ollie, I'm a lead project manager at SolarSense. The system used here at Minchinhampton is what we call an in-roof system. So we remove the roof covering. So in this case it was the Welsh slate tiles. We removed those, and then the panels themselves sit into the roof structure itself, and then you have gullies and flashings around that, so that it looks as it is part of the roof. On this particular project, we opted with a Viridian in-roof system, so that includes the Viridian panel. The Viridian panel was chosen for its sleek design, its good efficiency, and the fact that it is an in-roof product. We had to pay particular attention to the weight of the modules in this installation due to the fact that the roof structure itself was quite particular and quite delicate. So we needed to ensure that we had a lightweight system that not only had a good production, good efficiency, and a sleek design, but also complied with the roof structure itself. So the installation team for this installation at Minchinhampton School consisted of a two-person team. So we've got Nikki and George who carried out the installation. Nikki by trade is a roofer who's been in the industry for probably 15 years now, so he's very experienced in that field, and his attention to detail, as you can probably see by the installation, was actually highlighted by Viridian themselves. Viridian visited the site on the first week of the installation and were astounded by the quality of the installation itself. So that goes to show the quality of the installation of our team, and the standards that we set not only on this installation but on all of our installations.
I'm hopeful that this project can act as a bit of an exemplar locally to other schools. We have hit a lot of obstacles with this project, which, whilst frustrating, and it took a lot longer as a result, hopefully it will help other schools realise how you can get around the various obstacles. So we are hoping that there'll be further opportunities for solar roofs on schools locally.
So this school is part of the Diocese of Gloucester Academy's Trust. And, obviously we've been very pleased that the diocese were willing to work with us on this sort of long-term vision, and we hope that other schools will follow this example. And we will certainly we are talking to other schools saying, look, we've done this here, we could do the same for you.
I'd love it if more schools followed our example. I think we are blessed with a community here who are highly supportive. Not only have they put their time and energy into actually getting this project off the ground, but also through crowdfunding we've raised £70,000 towards the project. It would be brilliant if other schools got on board and did similar things, if they had that level of support. I think schools are the perfect centre, if you like, of the community for this kind of project to get underway and for local power to really mean something.
There's something quite amazing about generating and using your own electricity. So that is what makes this project in Minchinhampton an example to lead by and to hopefully be followed by many other schools.
Really pleased with the result, pleased with the scale. It's quite a large system, so it will make a significant contribution to the school's electricity demand. And very chuffed.
We're really pleased with the result, and the thing we're most pleased about is the impact on the children. They are very proud of it. They sense its importance. It's for their learning. It's their future that's important here, and it's already having an impact on them.
Looking back on the project as a whole, we're particularly pleased with the way in which the local community supported the investment in the first place, because at a time of so much financial turbulence, it's good that people have still got the courage and the community spirit to go in for something like this. So we really appreciate that, and we're pleased to reach the point where we can be confident of repaying their investment in due course and giving them the interest rate we have promised.
I'm immensely proud of being a part of this project. It's been a real combination of efforts and something for not only us to be proud of, but the school and the local area to be proud of as well.